Okay, you guys, a few things. So, number one, it's Monday. I am sitting outside of the ophthalmologist office waiting for my hubby because somewhere in between the time that we arrived home from our Florida trip and today, but really like within 3 to 4 days of us arriving from our Florida trip, he has gotten Bell's palsy and his face is sliding to the left. Yeah. Unexpected, definitely something none of us needed. We think that it's his shingles that are kind of causing the problem, and it's exacerbating or creating the Bell's palsy, and mostly because he is very stressed, and it mostly has to do with work. I'm sure all of the things going on in the world is not helping. We kind of are near the epicenter of it all. We do live in the DMV. His work does involve government things. So yeah, this craziness is not good for anybody. Physically, mentally, emotionally, we're all struggling. But he has Bell's palsy right now. I'm sitting outside of the ophthalmologist office because, of course, it's actually the right side of his face that's affected, but it looks like it's sliding to the left. Everything's moving left. If you know anything about Bell's palsy, you know what I'm talking about. His right eye is kind of affected though, and so the doctors just want to make sure that he doesn't have like any vision issues or that nothing in the eye area is compromised. So that's what I'm waiting on. It's also the hottest day of the year. I'm using this mic, which is not something that I normally do, because I'm in the car. I have to have the air conditioning on because I don't want to suffocate. Most of the things in life that we find to be problems typically have a simple solution. So this is the microphone is it. Sitting here waiting for him, and a few things are happening. This has been going on for a couple weeks now. He is the most stubborn patient. I am pretty much at my limit with most of what's happening right now because, of course, they give you steroids and antivirals when they think, because he has shingles. He has the dormant virus in his body. So whenever he stresses, the shingles act up, but he has had the shingles vaccine. And, I play a doctor on TV sometimes. And my medical diagnosis is that the shingles is presenting as Bell's palsy because it can't present as regular shingles. And for the most part, the doctors concur with that. I know I should have been a doctor. I'm just being silly, y'all. But that is where we are. And this has been a roller coaster ride of a time because I just decided to start back posting here and talking to you guys. And this is cutting into filming time, editing time. Anytime I start to post regularly on my accounts, and this has been 10 plus years, it's like I have to fight to get anything up. So that leads us to yesterday, because come hell or high water, I was going to get my video up yesterday, and I did. And I'm proud of myself, but I also feel like doing this, because it's something that I love to do, sometimes other people are going to have to get neglected. Sometimes I'm just going to have to be a grown up and disappear for a little while. And I did that yesterday. And I am not mad about it. I'm not apologetic about it. None of that. I shopped yesterday and bought more stuff. Well, no, I didn't buy a lot of stuff. I bought something yesterday that I really wanted. I paid way too much. I spent way too much money, and I do not care. And I also took a couple of hours of me time. And one of the things that I like to do is post my videos and talk to my subscribers. And it's something that I've put on the back burner because of all that's going on and my lack of focus, but also the fact that I do have other individuals in my life, people in my life who are counting on me to be there for emotional support, or just to be there physically, so that they can talk to or whatever, or, we do things together, and we do a lot of things together, and I have a lot of house stuff. And I decided on yesterday probably for the first time in a long time, that y'all are grown. The grandbaby's not here yet. He's the only person who needs to have an adult around, but y'all are grown and y'all will figure it out. And I think the straw that broke the camel's back was lamb chops. But you will see what that means when you watch yesterday's vlog. So I will leave you to that. And what I'm going to be doing in the meantime, while you're watching that vlog, like for real, I'm going to be editing, but I'm also going to be looking for, I'm going to the Beyonce concert, and I'm going to be looking for a specific outfit. I have a specific outfit in mind for the Beyonce concert that is very simple, but not simple. And one of the things that I need to do is I need to recreate a necklace or a set of jewelry that I found in from a company. And I think that will be a separate video, but I think I'm going to tell you all about that in another video. So that's what I will be doing. And I'll go ahead and pop it up. I'm basically going to try to recreate this look from a store called Dylan Lex. It is, I feel like it fits the vibes. I am pretty much thinking that my outfit will be all white linen because it's going to be very hot. And I don't want to be hot. I don't want to wear anything tight. I don't want to wear anything too overly revealing. I don't want to do any of that. I really want to be in like white linen. And we're coming upon crunch time, so I need to figure it out. So, but I do want to kind of step it up with the jewelry, I think. And I'm saying I think because if it's too hot, I'm not wearing it either. But I don't really do like cowboy hats or anything. I thought I was going to braid my hair, but you know what? The hair is hairing, and I'm going to let it do what it do, y'all. Right now, I'm growing out this relaxer. Mostly the relaxer is just on the tips of my hair, and I'm slowly cutting it out because, again, my hubby, by the way, who is the worst patient ever? So that you guys know, ever. He is so stubborn, and we have had like 3 setbacks since he's been sick because he cannot keep still. He got ants in his pants and he needs to dance. And that's another reason why lamb chops, okay? Editing Bella popping in here. You guys, I am all over the place, clearly. What I was trying to say was my hubby really wants me to grow my hair. And he thinks that if I clip my ends, that somehow that's prolonging the process. I mean, I guess technically it is, because obviously if your hair is longer and you make it shorter, it's still short. But those of us who know, like, you have to clip the dead ends, in this instance, the straight ends, because it ends up just being a mess. And if I'm going to grow out healthy hair, trims are part of the process. That's what I was trying to say, but as you can see, I'm all over the place. Okay, let's return to regularly scheduled programming. So yeah, I want to recreate this particular look mainly because this is silver plated. It's silver, vintage silver plated, which if I'm going to pay, because I'll even show you the price tag. If I'm going to pay that amount of money for jewelry, I need for it to be through and through, you know, really, honestly, I need it to be at least 14 karat gold. But I figure that's a lot. It's probably pretty heavy in nature. So give me at least like full silver. You know what I'm saying? The plated is throwing me off. Maybe they're saying it's plated because they're saying antique plated. So maybe they're saying like it's really silver, but it's antique plated to make it look older. Maybe that's what they're saying. I don't know. But I have a nickel allergy, so I can't play with white metals like that. So we're going to try to recreate this. So you watch this video. Here comes my hubby, because of course he would come as soon as I start talking to y'all. But he looks like he's okay. So lamb chops. It is Sunday morning, you guys, and it's still a little dark, even though it's close to about 9:30. I've been up for a couple of hours listening to the lawnmowers. I don't know about you guys, but they start in my neighborhood at 7:30 in the morning. I'm about to get up and get dressed and get in my car because my hubby wants lamb chops. I don't know what made him wake up this morning and decide that he wanted lamb chops. It has been a rough couple weeks, you guys. I'm not going to even lie. It has been rough since we've been back from Florida because not the illness. I mean, my hubby is the absolute worst patient ever. He's very much a man when he's sick. If you know, you know. And being sick, and I feel for the poor guy because, oh gosh, I can't imagine how he must feel right now. The crazy thing about it, though, is sometimes steroids make you feel superhuman. So what could be like one maybe slightly shorter illness, I know Bell's palsy can resolve in days, it can resolve in months. But it doesn't help if you're doing all of the things the doctor told you not to do because you're taking the steroids and your mind can't process that you're not completely healed. So you go out and you do superhuman things and now you've got a setback. And we've had 2 setbacks now in the last almost 2 weeks. Your sister is tired. And I know this is not about me. I'm not making it about me, but I am making it about me because the caregivers are the ones who usually end up like being sick because they're taking care of the loved one and they're not taking care of themselves. And I don't want to fall into that trap. I gotta put me first. I gotta put me first, Lucious. So I have been trying to get rest and I have been trying to manage the things. The thing is, he was not allowed to drive himself because of the medication. So I've been chauffeuring him around, which is fine because he chauffeurs me around all the time. I am very much a passenger princess. So I'm not complaining about that. But steroids are a great thing for building the immune system, but they are horrible for people's personalities. They make you think you're superhuman. They make you think you're already healed. And they make you think that you know everything. And so you're firing on all cylinders and driving the people around you nuts. Yeah, that's what's happening. So now he wants lamb chops. But the crazy thing about the lamb chop conversation was, yeah, I want these lamb chops. Go get the lamb chops. I'll cook them. And I'll let him cook them. He makes really good lamb chops. But I'll go get them. I was like, okay, no problem. He's like, yeah, I want to go with you to go get the lamb chops. But I'm going to take a nap first. So I was like, okay. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. It is now like 9:30-ish. I'm going to go get the lamb chops. I'm going to go by myself because, one, I'm not waiting for you to take a nap because that's weird. Totally just dictating my time. And I have a video that I need to get up today. And 2, I just want to go in peace. So while he's asleep, I'm going to get up, get dressed, get in my car. I'm going to go get the lamb chops myself because that just makes sense. And I'll take you with me. It's perfect. Sometimes you just get lucky. The mall was on the way to the lamb chops. Give or take about 20 miles. Yes, folks. It seems I ended up at the mall. I decided that I was going to go to the mall and go to the new bookstore and sit down and have some me time because sometimes you need that. And I kind of decided it on a whim. Like, as I was leaving the house, I wasn't sure where I was going to end up. I knew that I would probably stop somewhere before picking up the lamb chops. I did not think until I was actually on the road that I was going to go all the way to the mall, which is nowhere near where I live. I started off at Bloomingdale's because I decided that I wanted two things. I wanted to sit down at the cafe in the bookstore and journal, and I wanted to top up my Baccarat Rouge 540 and get the new MFK fragrance, Kurky. I decided that after the week that I've had and after dealing with my patient, I needed something for myself. And there was no price tag that we were going to put on it. I also stopped at Nordstrom on the way out because I need some new dresses, y'all. I picked up two. I'm not in love with one, but I really like the other one. If I keep them, I'll be sure to talk more about them in another video. And yes, you guys, I did get the lamb chops. I didn't vlog that part because when I got to Whole Foods, I really just wanted in and out, but they were delicious. In fact, I got lamb chops and lobster tails. Lamb chops, lobster tails, sweet potato fries, and broccolini. And you know what we did after that? We ended the day by watching one of my favorite movies of all time, Jaws. Can you believe it's been 50 years? This is one of those movies that every time it comes on one of those weird stations on a Saturday, you just have to watch it, right? At least that's what we used to do before we streamed everything. I remember being a kid when this came out and you could see it playing at the drive-ins whenever you passed by. My daughter likes this movie too, so we bonded. It turned out to be an almost perfect day. And there's a lesson in this for all of us. Sometimes it's okay to just do something for you, even in the midst of the chaos. Don't wait until the quote-unquote right time to go do something for yourself. If you're feeling stressed, overwhelmed, and life is too much, it's okay to pause. It's okay to take a beat. It's okay to tell everybody, I'll see you later, in order to make sure you're taking care of yourself. Because you know what? The lamb chops can wait. Thanks so much for watching. See you in the next one.